We're now going to go over the 4 muscles that comprise the quadriceps. So I'm going to start off and remove the sartorius, okay, because that's not part of the quadricep. So now we have our 4 muscles that are going to be part of the quadriceps. So our first one is going to be this one on the very top, which is called the rectus femoris. Okay, below the rectus femoris, which we're going to hide the rectus femoris, we're then going to have 3 muscles right next to each other that are going to all start with the word vastus. So if we start on the very outside or the lateral side, we are going to have the vastus lateralis. Right next to that, in the middle, is going to be something called the vastus intermedius. So it's going to be kind of in between the other 2 vastus muscles. The last one is going to be the most medial muscle of the vastus group, and they're going to be called the vastus medialis. Okay. So here's the rectus femoris extending the knee. Here we have the rectus femoris flexing thigh at the hip. Here we have knee extension, and I tried to hide the rectus femoris, but all of them are part of this, but you can see all the vastus muscles participating in this as well. So we're now going to go over the hamstrings, and we're first going to talk about the biceps femoris. So there are 2 heads of the biceps femoris. We have the long head of the biceps femoris right here, and we have the short head right there. Now these are going to have origins on different parts of the body. So we're going to have the origin of the biceps femoris long head on the ischium, and the short head is going to have a origin on the femur. And so let me just show kind of the origins on here. So here is our long head. You can see it on the ischium. Okay, and then if we go back and we look at the short head, here we have the short head, and here is going to be our origin. Now both of them are going to insert at the same location. So they have this tendon right here, which is called the biceps femoris tendon, which is then going to kind of connect to the tibia at the lateral condyle and the fibula at the head. Okay, so again, biceps femoris long head, and then biceps femoris short head is right beneath it. The last 2 muscles of the hamstrings are going to be the semitendinosus, which is going to be right next to the biceps femoris long head. Okay. It is going to have an origin, let's go to the posterior view, on the ischium, and it's going to insert on the tibia, kind of the anterior side. Okay, so again, that is the semitendinosus. Right next to it, we have the semimembranosus. And one way to remember that one is it's the more medial of the 2. Semitendinosus is kind of closer to the very center, and the membranosus is going to be kind of the medial muscle. Okay, so here we have the semimembranosus. Let's isolate it. So we have an origin on the ischium, and it's going to insert on the tibia. Okay, so if we go again through all of our hamstrings, we have the biceps femoris long head, biceps femoris short head, semitendinosus, semimembranosus. So here we have the biceps femoris, and we have kind of rotation of the leg laterally. So I'm showing it from the front first. See that lateral rotation right there. Okay, and then we'll kind of look at it from the side, and then from the back. So this one's kind of hard to see, but you're rotating slightly the bottom part of your leg. All of the hamstring muscles that we have are going to extend the thigh back. Okay, only the biceps femoris is highlighted, but all of them are going to be part of that extension. So kind of having your foot kind of in the heel and the whole leg kick back, which is extension. Here we have the knee being flexed. All of the muscles are going to be involved in this. So flexing the knee. Or I should say all of the hamstring muscles are going to be involved in this. Now, unlike the biceps femoris, which will rotate the leg laterally, the semitendinosus and the semimembranosus will rotate medially. So it's very hard to see, but you have a slight medial rotation right here, and then it goes back. Here's the medial rotation, there we go, and back. So this is from the front. Let's look at it from the back. All right, so here it is right there. Very slight medial rotation.